Hey everybody, oh, thank you Hella. I just got a paw in the chest. Good morning everybody. Prepper Nurse 1 still here. It is Monday, it is the 24th of July 2023. And so now it's cleared up, as you can see. Clear skies now over here. We'll kick around over here. The fog has lifted. Fog in the mountains in the morning is not unusual. You can kind of, if you look through the trees right there, you can still kind of see the fog over there. But I knew you guys were going to think this morning when I did the first video, you were going to be like, oh my God, his camera's foggy again. Not the camera this morning. All right. So, we're going to have a discussion here, folks. This one's interesting. This one is definitely interesting. So recently, recently, since 2018, there is the Flannery Group, okay? They have bought 54,000 acres of land that is zoned as agricultural land around Travis Air Force Base. That's a lot of land to the cost of almost $800 million is what they've paid for this property. Now they have been investigated by hold on a second, I got my notes here. Federal officials have been investigating them for the last 8 months, and they cannot confirm or deny that it's an American-based owned company, because the Flannery Group is saying that 97% of its investors are U.S.-based investors. But after 8 months of investigation, I want you to think about that. 8 months of investigation by federal officials, at this point they still cannot confirm or deny that this is a U.S.-based company. All right. Let's see. I'm just looking at my notes here, guys. But yeah, so they've purchased 54,000 acres around Travis Air Force Base. Recently, there was a Chinese-owned company, and it's FUFENG. I am not even going to try to say that name, group, that was Chinese-owned, that tried to purchase 300 acres near the Grand Forks Air Force Base up in North Dakota. And that was shut down. They stopped that sale because they believed that that was going to be used for spying. Okay? China has control of 384,000 acres of agricultural land in the United States. They've been increasing, and it's been increasing. They continue to increase buying of agricultural land in the United States. Okay, that rate is up. Hold on, I got my glass. I gotta take my glasses off here so I can actually see this better. There we go. It's up 55% in the last 5 years. So China-owned companies have increased purchase of agricultural land in the United States is up 55% over the last 5 years. 75% of that land is located in the south, and 16% is located on the west coast. But 384,000 acres of agricultural land is now owned by China-based companies in the United States. I'm sorry, but I have a problem with that. I really do. China. Why are we allowing that to go on? Why are we allowing China to continue to purchase land? Why are people allowing, without backing, without knowing what these companies, who they represent, where the money's coming from, to purchase properties around Air Force bases and military installations? Does that make any sense to you folks at all? I mean, to me it doesn't. Why are we allowing that to happen? So, you have a company that has recently, they started in 2018. They are purchasing agricultural land around the Air Force Base, right? Travis Air Force Base. And nobody can tell you, government officials can't tell you after 8 months of investigation whether they are an American-owned business or not. Does that make any sense? Isn't there has to be some kind of, thing that basically says, yeah, this group, I mean, when you have a group that has spent $800 million, where's that money coming from? I mean, this is the crazy stuff that I don't get, that there's not more people looking into these things, especially when you have, these large purchases of land and property and stuff like that, especially around military installations. You would think that there would be more checking into making sure that it is not people that are wanting, like I said, wanting to spy on, what we're doing at these Air Force bases or military installations, wherever they may be. And why are we allowing, again, so much of our agricultural land to be sold to companies controlled by China? It baffles my mind. It absolutely baffles my mind. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I'd like to hear what you have to say, what you think. Is this acceptable or is this not acceptable? I don't know. I just, so obviously this Flannery group that has bought all this land, they've been doing it for a long time. 2018, that's quite a while. That's 5 years that's been going on. And they just continue to purchase more and more of this agricultural land around this Air Force base. And only in the last 8 months has it been investigated. Does that make sense to you as well? It sure doesn't make any sense to me. Why wasn't there red flags up before that when you have one company purchasing that much land, number one, and for that much money, number two? And who's controlling that? When you're talking $800 million, I mean, it's not like we're talking pocket change. We're not talking about a $50,000, $60,000 land purchase. I mean, that's a lot of money going out. And like I said, who controls that? And why after 8 months are they not able to figure out who owns that company and if it is an American-based or foreign-based company? I don't know. I don't get it, folks. I really don't get it. And if they control that much farmland, think about this. If China controls that much farmland, what if they get to a point? And the biggest farmland owner in the country, as we all know, is Bill Gates. He's been purchasing farmland like crazy for quite a while. So if those folks, if China, the land that they control, and if Bill Gates decide tomorrow, we're letting that land go to seed, we're not going to plant on it, what kind of effect would that have on the American populace? That would be my question. Again, you are all wet. You've been rolling in the grass. There's still dew on the grass when you're rolling in it. That is why, again, I'm going to always continue to encourage you. Get your own stuff going. Get gardens in. Get your fruit trees. Get your blueberry bushes. Whatever other bushes you want to have. Self-renewing stuff that you're going to have to be able to utilize. Get greenhouses in if you can get greenhouses in. Start growing as much of your own food as you possibly can. Stop relying on somebody else to determine what you have and what's okay and what's not okay. Something to think about, folks. I don't like somebody else controlling my food and where it's made and what's coming with it and all those type of things. She is full of energy. Anyway, like I said, again, I would like to hear your thoughts on this. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, folks, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important, and we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity and negative people telling you what you can't accomplish. If you set realistic goals and then set about to making them happen, they can happen. And the only one stopping you from getting there is you. Remember that, because that is important. I hope you all are having a great day, and I will talk to you later. A lot of things to think about. A lot of things to think about. A lot of things that are going on. You can still see, okay, if you look over there, you can still see the fog over through there down in the valley, and it's rising up. But where we're at, it has definitely cleared up. All right, guys, I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.